Marc Thiam, originally from Senegal, runs this Afro shop in Saint-Louis, France, where he sells African foodstuffs and other essential goods, as well as offers services including photocopying and printing. Even though his business stayed open during the pandemic lockdown this past 8 weeks, he says he has lost a lot of revenue.
I was forced to open due to the nature of my business. Food is a priority. Despite being open Monday through Saturday, my sales have still dropped. I lost my Swiss and German clients due to the closing of the border.
Daily, over 300,000 cross-border workers commuting to Switzerland from neighboring countries like France, Germany, Italy, and Austria. But with the coronavirus pandemic, borders in the Schengen area have been shut, like this one that connects Saint-Louis, France to Basel, Switzerland, only open to essential workers. Across the border in Basel, Switzerland, Eka Par from Nigeria has not been so lucky. His business isn't considered essential, so it has been closed for several weeks.
No income, and then we have been paying a lot of bills. So it's actually a very big, it has a very big impact on our business. We used to cook daily. The vegetable, all the vegetable we bought, all of them got spoiled.
Almost all countries closed their international airports and borders as part of measures to check the spread of coronavirus. This means shipping of goods from and to Africa has been suspended. In Germany, Ekenedike, a Nigerian who imports and exports used vehicles to West Africa and Eastern Europe, has been out of business for weeks.
In the history of my business, I never feel so bad the way I feel this time around. With all this movement because of this lockdown, nobody is coming out. Everywhere is down.
Madi Sakande has same story. His refrigeration business based in Italy cannot ship vital products to his home country, Burkina Faso, and other African countries.
We cannot produce our system because our main customer who are using our system is industry. Most of the industry has closed. Then it's very difficult for us now.
Although some European countries, including Germany and France, have started easing lockdown, there are still many restrictions and guidelines. African businesses operating in Europe are adjusting to the new safety standards. Nana Zimmerman, a Ghanaian, owns one of the largest African shops in Basel and Bern, Switzerland.
There is a plexiglass between the customer and the salesperson. Not more than 10 people can be in this 300 square meter store at once. And also, if they are waiting for their turn to pay, they have to keep their 2 meters distance from each other.
Like here, like this position, maybe we will have like four seats or seats, so that the customers will not sit next to each other.
If the customer comes into your office and they find out that he did not wear any mask, the customer have to pay 150 euros penalty, and you, the owner of the company, have to pay 24,000 euros.
Andres Schweizer, member of the Swiss Africa Chamber of Commerce, says,
"We must say that we must advise our members to look into the situation in Africa very closely and to decide how to do business in future or how to help. Because what we can say is, in Switzerland, it is at the moment, it's very easy if you have a business. It's very easy to get money from the state. You just fill a form, COVID-19 form.
80% of the company has a problem, a cash flow. We don't have cash flow, so it will be very big problem to restart.
Governments in Europe are activating various financial support measures ranging from tax cuts to access to finance and grants in a bid to manage the negative economic effects of the pandemic.
We also had a little support from the government where they granted us a 10% annual sale loan.
The government has promised aid of 1,500 euros per month. Unfortunately, many will find it difficult to continue their business.
African business owners, like business owners across the world, fear for the future of their enterprises post-COVID-19.
All right, Uche Oligbo, an independent journalist, joins me now for more on this development. Good morning to you, Uche. So how are African businesses that have resumed coping?
Well, the few that I've spoken to, especially the one in Basel, Switzerland, he has resumed business, but he has to now put in place these social health measures that have been put in place by the government. So he has reduced his customers. So instead of having, for example, 20 persons in one space, he has to reduce to about 4 persons in one space. And also he has to provide hand sanitizers for those who are coming into the store. And also these measures are being monitored, so you must not flout it. And as you also heard Nana Zimmerman there, who also talked about how she has put in place the barrier, the glass barrier that ensures that her staff are safe from the customers. So it actually protects the customer and the staff.
All right. And did the businesses give a sense that they were more interested in reopening or in public health?
Well, they also mentioned that, as a matter of fact, it's important for them to have an income. It's important for them to have money, to be able to send home, as always, to their families, But because of what has happened, they would prefer that people are safe. If people are not alive, there will be no customers. So they say that, if it's, no matter how long it takes, they would have to wait. They have no option than to wait. But of course, they are very considering the health of the public. And nobody also wants to have a situation where the news goes around that someone came to your shop and got infected. Like she also said, there's been no cases so far. She's been open. Nana has been open for all through this duration. About 8 weeks she has been open. As she said, there's been no incident, of anybody saying, oh, I got infected at the store. So she has put in place these measures. And they are really, really, really interested in the health of the people. And of course, their business, but health is more important to them.
All right, thank you so much. We've got about a minute. If you can, briefly, for those you spoke to, what has been the ripple effect on the ground?
Well, absolutely. We know that the job losses in the EU will be up to 12 million job losses in the EU. That's according to the International Labour Organization. And that also has a ripple effect on African businesses. These businesses employ, immigrants who also come into work. And if there's no business, if they have to reduce their capacity, it generally affects the other immigrants or those experts they have to also employ. So it's a ripple effect, and that also affects how much they are able to, send home to their families and their friends.
All right, Ugochi Oligbo, thank you so much for your time and giving us the rundown on what's going on with African businesses reopening in Europe.